Hello, my name is Christine, and I am one of the Pages at Heart design team members. I'm so excited to go over with you the On the Go Scrapbooking Workshop. We're going to start off with the materials needed. So, we do use the silver foil paper, black and white cardstock, pool party crushed curry, blueberry bushel, the new strawberry slush, and flirty flamingo. This workshop also includes the On the Go Designer Series paper. Some of the patterns we use and some we don't. So this is the front side, very versatile, very travel centric. This is the back side. We'll be using this one. This is the front side of this piece. I love it. They're tags, but they just make a beautiful, colorful, neutral background. And then this is the opposite side of that, which are the little, I want to say geometric, pointers. Sorry, something like that. And then there's another one that is keychains. And then the back side of that, we'll be using this one. And then I love that this paper pack has these cut apart cards. So it's a 12 by 12 page. So the front side has these 4 by 6 cards, and the back side of this has a pattern that we're actually going to be using both of these pages. And then there's another page. This is so fun. Just luggage and passport and umbrella. And then on the back side of that is a green grid kind of paper. We'll be using that. And another 12 by 12 page is just a whole bunch of cut apart tags for you to use on your project. And the back side of that is kind of like a map of sorts, a diagram. So those are the papers we'll be using in this workshop. Let's take a look at the accessories and other supplies you might need. So I did use these On the Go puffy stickers. They come in a set of 2. I'll put them on the white background so you can see a little easier. So they're colorful puffy stickers that coordinate with the colors in this kit, and we'll be using them to make keychains or just to accent your pages and elements. And in addition to that, I have used the silver metallic gems. So the metallic, adhesive back metallic gems come with, the set includes silver, gold, and rose gold. I'm just using the silver out of that pack. Feel free to grab something from your stash to use if you don't have these. So that's considered the better kit supplies. If you want to upgrade from just the paper basics, you could add on these embellishments or pull something from your stash to just upgrade your layouts a little bit. And then the best version, we include a basic, better, best version on all of our kits, just so we know you have different price points that fit well with your budget, and we all have different things in our stash, so feel free to use what you have already unless you just love these and you want to invest in them. These are the On the Go tags to go dies. And I did not get the stamp set. There is a coordinating stamp set. I'm just using the dies. So you can see there is a lock and key. We'll be using that together. Here's another key that we'll be using, and another key. Here's a tag or a keychain attachment we'll be using. We'll be using this one as well. And then there are others in here that I didn't use. So this is fun. So this is part of the best version, the dies. In addition to that, I am using the Mini Corrugated 3D Embossing Folder. I love the Stampin' Up! Embossing folders, and the 3D especially. So this is basically, it looks like corrugated paper when you run it through the machine. So we'll be using this on background paper, cardstock, pattern paper, embellishments, titles. We'll be using it throughout the workshop. And then finally, I'll be adding some flip flaps. So I'll use 4x6, 4x4, and 3x4. If you're not familiar with flip flaps, you need to become familiar. Get a pack today, and any size you think would be appropriate for you, and start using them. You can use them on your layouts, and you can also use them on cards and other projects. So let's take a look at the layouts. Oh, I want to say quickly, with the 3D embossing folder, so I have the Stampin' Up! Cut and emboss machine. And on the base plate number 1, it tells you the plates you need to use with the 3D embossing folder. So here the 3D embossing folder uses this base plate 1. The embossing folder with your paper inside goes next, and then plate number 4 goes on top. If you're using a different machine, please refer to those instructions on how to use the Stampin' Up! 3D embossing folders. Okay, on to the layouts. Let's take a look at layout 1. The title of this one is Adventure Awaits. So with this layout, I had in mind any kind of adventure. So even if it's not, it looks like an amusement park, but what about, life is a roller coaster, the adventure awaits, you're graduating from college, you're moving on, moving out of the home, moving out of the country, adventure awaits you on the other side. So, or it could be an amusement park and a fun adventure at that. So for this layout, I wanted to add more to it. I wanted to use one of the cutout cards. So I'm using a cutout card inside of a 4x6 flip flap, and I'm going to place it over this main photo, this main 4x6 photo on the first page. When you open it up, so I'll adhere it to my page protector. When I open it up, it reveals another side, and I've used one of those cut apart tags and placed a little 2x2 photo mat there. So you have your picture, and then you have the extension over here. You don't have to put a photo. You could use the tag for journaling. You could stick memorabilia in there if there were tickets or things that you wanted to remember. You could write on your sign here directions to the different places you visited at the amusement park, or to France, to Spain, or whatever your adventure takes you. So that is the flip flap on that layout, on that page. And then on the other side, I'm using another one of the cut apart cards. This is actually one 4x6 card, and I have cut it into, let's see, did it go like that, or did it go like, it went like this. Okay. So the card looks like this on the paper. I cut it in half, and then I've used this on the front and this on the back side. Here you can see where I've used the dies to cut out that lock and key. With the keys, I just cut a slit in the very top of the key in order to attach it, wrap it around the lock there. And then I used the die to cut out one of these tags, which is on the cut apart tag sheet. And we just use the die so we have that pattern paper underneath. So that is going to go in a flip flap, 3x4 flip flap, and it will attach to the page up in this corner here, and just open up to reveal a place for journaling, memorabilia, or another photo, whatever you want inside of there. So that is layout 1. Your roller coaster is in 2 pieces, so it can attach separately. And then I've added some of those puffy stickers and the metal adhesive backed gems around the roller coaster as well. Adventure Awaits, I have on dimensionals underneath just to give it some pop and pizzazz, and then I've added another puffy sticker there. Layout 2 is kind of fun. So here is a ticket booth. The title on the right-hand side of the page is Ticket to Fun. So here we have, let's see if I can straighten this out a little. Okay, so a ticket to fun. So again, the ticket to fun could be anything, anywhere, whether it's a new adventure, a new job, again, an amusement park, or a fun evening out or something. Let's take a look at the left-hand page. So up in the top corner here, I've used another one of those dies, the tags to go dies. So I've cut out both the strawberry slush and the black in the same tag die, but around the outside edge of each of these is a little perforated edge. So I just cut that off of the strawberry slush color so that you could see the black behind it, just to kind of mat it and frame it. The strawberry slush cardstock, I ran through that 3D embossing folder. Not sure how well that's going to show up here on the camera, but you can see it and feel it in real life. Then I've used one of the puffy sticker keychains to put right here, and then I've attached 2 keys. Again, I just cut a slit up at the top of the silver foil keys to slide them onto that key ring. The ticket booth is layered with dimensionals, so there's a lot of dimension in this, and I've added some of those silver metallic gems there. At the bottom is a print then cut Cricut ticket border that you can use or not. It's up to you. And you can see in the background here is that tag pattern paper, and it's really just a colorful background. It just brings all of the colors out in this layout together, so it doesn't really scream tags necessarily. It's just a background with lots of color. Over on this side, we have the print then cut title, and then I have a Cricut cut fun to go right over top of it, just to bring out some of that pool party color that's in this kit. Again, we've got a tag tucked underneath on both sides here of the photo, and some of the puffy stickers here, and the tag at the bottom. I have a flip flap for this page that's going to go right up at the top here. This is another one of those cut apart cards. It is a 4x6 card, and I've just cut it down to 3x4. You'll see that in your instructions. And then I've added some puffy stickers here. My flip flap opens this way. So we've got the, I've just placed a photo here and a little spot for journaling at the bottom. However, you could use it again for memorabilia, journaling, or whatever you would like. And that's just going to go right up at the top here. So that is layout 2. Quick note about the flip flap. So depending on the direction your flap is going to go, for example, if this opened this way, my picture is upside down here. And so if it opened down or if it opens up, I've got my picture placed there. So keep in mind when you're using flip flaps, whether it's going to be opening up or typically from left to right. You can open it down, but most people don't do that so that it doesn't fall down in the album, depending on how thick it is or whatever. Most people have it at the top or opening from left to right. So know the orientation of your opening so you know how to place your backside. Layout 3 is all about fun and games. So here I've used the pattern paper on the title, the fun and games here. And the fun and games can be, life is all fun and games until it's not an experience there. So it's important to laugh often. Or what I really intended it to be is for a family game night. So use it however you want, however it fits with your memories. And again, so on this side, I've got the pattern paper here with that green grid paper over the stars. I've got a cut apart tag here, just tucked underneath that photo. I'm using the puffy stickers tag frame to go over top of a blueberry bushel cardstock tag that I cut out and ran through the 3D embossing machine to give it that fun texture. And a silver key. Again, I just snipped the top so it could wrap around the puffy tag keychain holder there. The background has that fun luggage paper in the background, but it's not intended to be a travel layout at all. It's just colorful background that's hardly noticed. In the center here, I've used the 3D embossing folder. I've used it on both sides with both the cardstock and the pattern paper. Now, when using the Mini Corrugated embossing folder, it's, creating those mountains and valleys, the ups and downs in the paper. So it's actually going to shrink it. It's actually going to shrink that paper a little bit, about 1/8 of an inch or so, not very much, but enough that it would leave a gap. So I've added a little bit of length to the pattern paper so that you could overlap as necessary. So in the instructions, I have you glue down this top piece and the bottom piece and then the strawberry slush. Then you add your pattern paper up against the crushed curry and overlap the strawberry slush however much is needed. Same with this side, you will adhere your top and bottom and your strawberry, and then add your pattern paper overlapping the strawberry as needed. So that takes care of that. Couple stars up in the top corner, and over on the left, we have the title over here, Laugh Often. We have another cut apart tag here, and then the puffy sticker keychain frame, and then the strawberry slush die cut tag run through the cardstock run through the embossing machine to get that texture, and another silver key, a couple of puffy stars here and there, and the metallic gems. On the left hand side, I've got my flip flap. So this was a 4x6 cut apart card that I've cut down to 4x4 and added a couple of puffy stickers. It's a perfect little journaling spot. Of course, you could turn it over if you wanted your journaling on the inside, and then I have it opening up sideways. I didn't put anything here. You can decide whether you want to put a photo, memorabilia, journaling on the inside. Just use it however works best for your photos and your memories. Layout 4 is a bright layout. So again, we're using black as our bases on all of these, and then adding that colorful paper on top. So here on the left-hand side, the title is Time Out for Fun. So this could be, again, you're studying hard at college, and then you go out for pizza or drinks or whatever it is you do for fun. Or it could be a baseball team at work. You work hard all day and then you go out and play ball together against, opposing companies or something. All kinds of things that you can do, take time out for fun. Maybe it's hiking. Maybe it's taking a painting class. Whatever it is, this would be perfect. This layout would be perfect for that. So up at the top, we have the Time Out for Fun. And on the title, this piece here, we run through that embossing folder to give it some fun texture. I like how that turned out. Then we have some cut apart tags just layered here with a silver metallic gem on top of that. Over here, there is a strip of paper on the cut apart it's the cut apart card sheet, and it's just a strip that I've cut in half, and we can use it, tuck it behind each of these just to add a little bit of color. I've raised these two photo mats up with dimensions and my title with dimensionals as well, just to give it a little bit of pop there. And then on this side over here, we have a tag. So this is part of the tag cut apart paper, and it's already got that design. It looks like it went through the embossing folder, but it really didn't. It's just the light and dark colors of the strawberry slush there that appear to be embossed. And then I've got the word fun. So you've got the keys to fun for the timeout for fun, and a little puffy keychain ring there with the keys on top of that. These two tags I've just tucked in as decorative. However, you could remove them. You could have string to pull them out to make them interactive and have journaling or memorabilia or pictures on the inside there. And then for fun, down in the bottom right corner, I have a flip flap. Now this flip flap, I love how this turned out. I took the silver foil paper and ran it through the embossing folder. Isn't that fun? So we've got the embossed title here and then a secondary title with embossing on this side. This right here, right now, having fun is a print then cut. And just to get the colors accurate, I went ahead and Cricut cut out the right now and fun so that it would be, it would match perfectly the title over there. So this flip flap goes over here. I have mine, because it's a square flip flap, you can have it go in any direction you want. I have mine opening out this way with an extra photo inside. Again, you can make this side whatever you want it to be. Because it's square, you can have it open from top to bottom if you'd rather. Just be sure that your backside orientation works properly with whichever direction you have it open. And that is layout 4. I had so much fun creating these layouts. I hope you have fun putting them together. And I hope you are enjoying the Pages at Heart design team projects that we come out with each month. I am always amazed at the talent on our team and the variety. Each one has a little different flavor, but hopefully they speak to your heart and work with your photos and your memories. So thank you so much for supporting the Pages at Heart design team. You can purchase our guide simply by making a $50 website purchase from any of our websites, or you can purchase the guide itself directly for $20. Simply contact one of the Pages at Heart design team members for that information. Thanks so much for watching. Happy scrapbooking!